What's good, Humble Squad? It's your boy Humbleziggy. We back here with another discussion talk, and as you may see by this, as the title, we gonna talk about how has XXL lost its touch. And well, it's basically like this. After this year's XXL has came out with the with much of the Cyphers and the freestyle as much, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Now, sorry if you hear any music in the background, cause you already know who that's my dad playing his Jamaican music and so and so. So hey, it is what it is with that. But I'm gonna try my best to do this video as much as I can. So you already know when I do these videos, I have to vent out on something that kind of you see trending and such. And hey, XXL, what the heck happened, man? Cause let's face it, the reason for this video now, if you see right about like right now and such, here's an image. Shout out to June Plug, right? Cause I see that they did a video on this and such. Cause I got the idea from them. And I see on the thumbnail up they did and such that you see about how the downfall of XXLFreshman Cyphers, right? And hey, shout out to June Plug, like I say, cause he did a phenomenal job on how it was and such. So let me speak on it. So let's face it, over the years, the past few years, XXL has lost a touch on how to make it seems. When you're on you as an artist, when you're on XXL, it seems like it's a dream come true, right? Like you're gonna go into a stadium and such, to new heights and such. But as of late, it hasn't has that touch, right? Over these past few years, it's lost it. Like straight up, it has lost its touch. Cause think about it like this. On those XXL, right? You had the peak of XXL was its 2016 with the cipher that had Denzel Curry, Kodak Black, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, and 21 Savage, right? Them five right there, right? Cause, and let's face it, still to this freaking day, right? And all of y'all can agree with me, that was its peak. Cause I know 2017 had another one and it was its second most big, had its view counts like with 53 million at the time I looked at it, where its big one had like Playboy Cardi, Ugly God, Made in Tokyo, and XXS Tentacion, rest in peace to him. They had like 53 million, but still at that time, you can say, but still, with 2016, it was at its peak. Cause that one, let's face it, it had, with them five who was there, it had charisma, it had some put in some like effort and such, put into like joy. Everybody had like, what's it called, chemistry and such. Like bro, that's what it, cause, and let's face it, I know a lot of people was clowning on him, saying, I bet you in that year, right, everybody who was on that cipher, right, people were clowning him, saying like, probably was saying like, oh my god, what has hip-hop become? Are we leaving, are we really gonna leave, are we really going into the new generation of music with these guys? People, I bet you that's what people were saying around that year, right? I won't say that much of for Denzel Curry, because we know Denzel Curry is a real spitter and such, right? But for the rest of them, right, people were clowning on them. Mostly on Lil Uzi and Lil Yachty. People wasn't taking that much of 21 Savage, or it's basically like this, with the exception of Denzel Curry, because like I said, we know he spit fire, we know he spit real good, right? But with the exception of him, people were saying for the other guys there, they were never gonna make it, right? And now in 2023, mother suckers, these, especially with Lil Uzi, right? Because I know everybody else did their thing and they're still successful, but mostly people were clowning on Lil Uzi. Because I know y'all remember, because they were saying about, because even Lil Uzi had to say in one of his songs in his his new album that came out on, I think it was Flooded the Face or something, on one of his songs about saying about how he's Lil Uzi gay or whatever and so and such. Let's face it, he had to. It's basically like this. Well, all I can say is y'all can't say shit about Lil Uzi right now. Because if I'm not mistaken, right, didn't they say that he's one of the best top sellers right now? Who he over, like, look, like I said, I know I do these like raw and uncut and all that and such, but the point is, y'all cannot talk shit on Lil Uzi now, because he is one of the most successful artists right now, right? And everybody else and such, from Kodak Black to 21 Savage to Lil Yachty, all of them, Denzel Curry and such, right? Y'all were shitting on them before, right? But now y'all can't say shit. Y'all were saying that they were ass, and maybe at the start they were, but I saw like a comment on June Plug's channel where it says like sometimes you gotta let an artist. Sometimes it takes time for an artist to prove themselves, and brother, oh brother, did all them 5 mother suckers approve very well. Cause I'm gonna be straight up honest. At the time with Lil Uzi, it was here and there with his music. For me personally, I don't know about everybody else. I'm gonna speak on it for me personally. With Lil Uzi, it was at a time where he was like cool for me, right? It was little dabs here and there with his music for me personally, right? And same thing with Kodak Black, Lil Yachty, and I would say 21 Savage. No, for shit sure, for me personally, right? For shit sure, 21 Savage has definitely improved a lot. And y'all can agree with me. He has improved a lot. Especially, right? Especially since when he collabed with J. Cole on his song A Lot in 2018. Y'all cannot tell me ever since then 21 Savage ain't come with some fire ass verses and songs over the years. Y'all cannot say that. But point in proving, 2016's Freshman Cypher was like their peak. 2017 had their too, but let's face it, they didn't have like the most joyous occasion. They didn't have like that chemistry that 2016 had. They had some hits here and there, especially with X when he came last, bro. If y'all went to go see that Cypher, trust me, 2017 Cypher with Playboy Cardi, Ugly God, Made in Tokyo, and X. Everybody else, the other 3 guys there, they were doing their thing. And then when X came out, right, done his beat cut off, and nigga, did everybody went. It was like a freaking ritual. Y'all can go look. Like niggas was literally like, as soon as when X came on, beat cut off, X got on his knees to pose. Got on like, I won't say got on his knees, pause, but like stooped down, crouched down, and like it was like doing like a little, I would say like a ritual prayer or some shit. And you think I'm wrong? Go look at everybody who's reacted to it. Like nigga, it was like a freaking seance or some like a seance or some shit. Everybody heads Made in Tokyo, Ugly God, and freaking Playboy Cardi. Everybody head was now like it was a freaking seance and some shit going on. And then the beat came back on like it was like, yeah, it wasn't like the freaking seances. Like everything is okay now. Like what the heck was that? But it still had its. But trust me, it was a very unique Cypher. But still this day, it's not touching 2016 Cypher. And now over the years, let's face it, it went I saw another comment on June Plug's channel where it basically went from good rappers with skills to now TikTok rappers. And honestly, I completely agree with that statement, because really, look at how many songs that over the years has become that the only reason why artists are up there is because of a popular song that was trending on TikTok. Whether it's the full song or one little part of the song, that's why they become popular on TikTok. Straight up. And if it's not a song, it's a freaking dance move and shit. Like, what the heck, XXL? And it's basically like this. I don't know. Look, I know most of the times I don't do long talks and all, but 9 times out of 10, I got to, cause I know mostly my channel is mostly for reactions and such. But when there's certain stuff I see, in my personal taste, I gotta talk about it, cause even if these videos don't do good as much, hey, at least I want y'all to see more. I want y'all to see me express my feelings towards something most of the times when it comes to like discussion wise and such. But either way, back to the track with XXL. Here's what they need to do. Stop going after the ones that are like, stop going after artists that you see just go viral off TikTok, cause that ain't gonna rock. And more importantly, stop doing freestyles, cause 9 times out of 10, if you don't find artists who can actually do freestyle, I've always said this, you always gonna tell the difference between somebody who is fire off with or without a beat, and then you're gonna see who can be fired just with beats. Cause to me, and maybe y'all would agree too, but to me personally, if you are fire with or without a beat, that means that, hold on y'all, let me shut off my damn phone. Sorry. But that means that with or without a beat, that whenever it comes to doing a rap battle, or just like going off the top of the dome, pause, going off the top of the dome with it, like a freestyle, like a juice, like, trust me, and also what I realized, especially when I realized that in 2018, you see that there was like a controversy where artists were starting to like decline being on it, because XXL is choosing them. Shouldn't you let the fans choose them? Because if you want artists to succeed, if XXL wants to put on artists, you should listen to the fans. Listen to the fans of the artists who they want to be on XXL. Don't just choose them because then that's not gonna be genuine and such. That's gonna feel like, oh, you see these artists, these are who we know are gonna rise and such. Because if you choose them, you think just because you chose them, that's gonna make them automatically succeed? No! It's not! Because, nigga, for instance, I didn't even know they had a freaking another Cypher last year. That's when you know it's bad. Straight up. Nobody even noticed there was a Cypher. I bet you, I don't know about everybody else, but for me personally, I didn't even know there was a Cypher from last year. I didn't. And I bet y'all didn't too. I bet y'all didn't even know there was a Cypher last year. So that just shows you that, nigga, if you ain't putting up, it's basically like, let me say this and such, because I know this is a long video, but I'm gonna end it off with this. XXL, in order to fix this next year, find artists that actually can do, that actually are freaking rappers, not just making hits, not a hit maker, rappers, not for ones who go viral or can just make like a one-hit wonder songs and such. Actually people who can rap. Because I'm not saying for the past ones, because we know like the likes of like NLE Chopper, Polo G, Jack Harlow, Megan Thee Stallion, and all them and such. There were some good ones there for the past years, but there were some ones who did trash ass freestyles. But it's basically like this. It's basically like this. I got my whole idea from this from June Plug, so make sure y'all go subscribe to him. And I hopefully if he sees this, hopefully it's okay that I use your video as an idea for me to talk about this and you don't mind. But all I'm gonna say is this: XXL, please get better with it. Find if you want to build your credit, like what is it, your credibility or so back up. Please stop going after artists who just go viral on TikTok, because 9 times out of 10 that's automatically, it's basically like this. There's nothing wrong if you go viral, right? Nothing wrong with that. But the point is, with XXL, if y'all do freestyles and do cyphers, right? Go for artists who actually can do those shit. That when it comes to coming with bars and such, right? Go after artists who actually can do that shit. Cause if you're just going after ones who are like TikToks and such, that shit is not gonna work. Straight up with y'all, it ain't gonna work. Cause you've seen over the years that your numbers have been going down, 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 down. Cause still to this day, people are still talking about how 2016 Cypher is fire, and that was freaking 7 years ago, right? And 7 years later, people are still talking about how that is like its peak. And it's basically like this. I get it that the other cyphers are getting. It's good that in the terms of how numbers are, it's still fire now. But at the end of the day, when you look at how, if you look at how each time when you look at it from 2016, this is 2016, right? This is 2016, and then when you see going down, 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 like bro, hell, if you can't take my word for it, like I say, I got this idea from June Plug, sorry. So go check him out. If I couldn't explain it more better, go check out June Plug. He did it. He explained it perfectly. So all I can say is for the next year and such, XXL, stop going after ones with popularity. Cause 9 times out of 10, that's a huge flop right there. Go for ones who can actually do like cyphers, freestyles and such. Go actually find underground artists who can go bars, who can spit bars. Even if it's without a beat or with beats, still the point is go for rappers who can actually spit. Simple as that. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this in the comments below. Let me know if your opinions on this and such, cause trust me, if XXL don't fix this, y'all might as well, it's basically like this, y'all might as well be the Benzino of this shit. Cause, and yeah, I know I'm gonna get a hot tip, I know people gonna, but look, point is, if y'all don't pick y'all game, if y'all don't step up more and such and actually want to be taken seriously, y'all just gonna be like Benzino with the Benzino and just fall. And other people and such, but regardless of whatever and such, point is, y'all need to do better. But like I said, let me know what your opinions of how if XXL has lost its touch. But follow me on all my socials up there. It's been your boy Humbleziggy signing out. Stay positive and keep the vibes up. There you go.